Western Oklahoma. Do this.
There's nothing I fear, and I know that my heart will go on. We'll stay forever this way. You are safe in my heart, and my heart will go on and on.
We're using the Foxbow 5. Same brand of persimmon corn. Right there. Getting some apple corn. Alright. See what we get. I've had some pretty nice deer coming in here, so we're gonna see what we got. Got the spy point set up right there. Got my old feeder right here. I just put in a blind back over there. Say about 15 yards away. And okay, I'm gonna stand on this side so it give a better perspective from the camera. Right here I got apple, and right here I got persimmon, and then right here in the middle I kind of put a little bit of attractant out, just, you know, amp it up a little bit. I put out some of the Wild Game Apple Crush. Had some pretty good luck with that stuff. Yeah, just we're gonna see which one works best. So it's been about a week. I got my spy point set up. Right here I ended up putting the corn. Got the persimmon on the right, the apple on the left, and the crush in the middle. I get my first picture, and decent 7-point comes in, and then he fumbles around for a little bit, goes right to the persimmon. Right to the persimmon. Then goes to the apple for a little bit. Then he pushes back around. Looks like he goes back to the persimmon. And then I get him to come back later on in the morning. Goes straight to persimmon, then back to the apple. He seems a little indecisive exactly what he wants. At this point, I really haven't got any defined movement on which one is the selective. Well, this little one comes just straight to the persimmon. Then this bigger one, this 9-point, it's actually one I've been chasing. His name is Splinter, is what I nickname him as. He goes right to the apple, then right to the persimmon. I got 2 bucks eating on 2 different ones at this point. Then this one comes in later on in the morning, next morning. Then it looks like that bigger one comes in, hits up the apple for a little bit, then fumbles around. The big one comes back the next morning. I believe that's a big... No, it's just a little 7-point. Looks like he's trying to hit the crush more than anything. Then the big one, the 9-point, comes in and hits the... I say big one. He's big to me, but he comes in and hits the apple. He looks like he's hitting on the apple. The other one's eating on the persimmon for a little bit. Then the bigger one kind of... Looks like he's trying to nudge him back there. Looks like he's trying to hit the persimmon, then goes back to the apple. The smaller 7-point hits the persimmon on the right. Bigger one's just back and forth. Looks like he's back over at the apple. This little one comes straight into the persimmon. Looks like most of the time he's just hitting straight at the persimmon. And then he goes to the apple for a little bit. Then the persimmon. Let's get some daytime pictures. Coons have just been destroying this. Got like a ton of coons in here. Had 9 in one picture one time. Squirrel just hits right there. We have another buck come in. He comes in. Looks like that 7-point again. He hits up the apple. Then he goes over to the persimmon. And 3 of them are in here, and it looks like it's kind of like a mix. Got 2 of them right here on the persimmon. Another one on the apple. I would assume the bigger buck, the 9-point, is more... Sorry. I'm not seeing any specific... I don't know. I don't know what their preference is. It seems like it's just back and forth, to be honest with you. Let's get some better pictures in the daytime. Right here, looks like he's back on the... Small one's back on the persimmon. The small one looks to load the persimmon more than anything. Scroll up here, let this load. Looks like they're back over there by the persimmon. At this point, it's mostly just gone. This is just a couple of days ago. This is early in the morning. They come, they're eating around. At this point, the piles are pretty much gone. So, I mean, you guys can decide for yourself. I would probably go with the persimmon. Just seems like more of them were hitting it. Looks like they kind of ate it faster. It's just really tough to tell. I mean, at this point, I don't know if it really makes a difference. Which one makes a difference? As you guys can tell, it seems like it's just more maybe of a scent thing. If I would have spread them out a bit and just seen, you know, on different sides of the feeder, if it would have made a difference, that would have just made a difference for scent. As far as taste go, I don't think they have much of a preference. That's just my observation, but yes, as you can see, right here, all the persimmon's gone. The apple lasted longer. I would say I would probably go with the persimmon if I had to, but it's not something I'd spend extra money on. Well, I thank you guys for watching, and if you guys don't mind liking and subscribing, I'd appreciate it. Have a good one.